this is me. And this is my fiance. Together we decided to explore a little bit of South America. In our journey we follow the rise and fall of past civilizations, each built upon the ruins of their ancient predecessors. Together with the myths and stories that held them together, we go in search for the meaning of civilization, both modern and forgotten. How do cultures in some of the world's most inhospitable landscapes create such amazing civilizations, perfecting agricultural techniques and creating architecture unproducible even by modern standards? And just as mysteriously as they appeared, they vanish whence they came, leaving behind no written record. Along the Andean Cordillera, through the Altiplano, valleys, and deep into the Amazonian jungle, we go in search for these answers. From here, the only means of travel was what on the locals called the pek-pek, which is the sound the engine makes on this common riverboat. When we got to the village, we were greeted by some of the Matsigenka community. Calixto, a village local who was chosen to represent the village, happily showed us around and introduced us to a family that offered us fish and yuca.
Ya, este es boca chico.
Boca chico, un
Sí,
pez.
boca chica, hecho en hoja en patarasca. Y esto se le abre así, para comer se le abre así.
Este mes es el mes de pescar. Ellos dicen que están muy bien gordos los peces.
Ajá.
Y siempre comen su plátano, yuca, pescando. jabalís, pécaris, venados,
Ya se come.
ponen el plato acá
Sí.
y se van a comer.
Pero con cuidado, tiene huesitos.
Sí, sí, no hay problema. Pueden agarrar un
Sí.
trozo, ¿no? Tiene huesos.
Ajá,
¿ah?
con cuidado como
Esto de acá mejor, está fresco,
Sí.
caliente, ¿está? Mira, ¿ve? Agarren un trozo, coman.
Gracias.
Sí. Wow. Hay huesos como esto, ¿ah? Mira. Despacio, ¿sí?
Gracias.
Y ahora, coge, Calixto. Ya. Despacio. Los huesos pueden botar
Si no, no está la
ahí. Esto es una comida típica de aquí. Con mucho cuidado.
Es la casa de mi mamá.
Hay unos patos.
¿De tu mamá? También pato. Gallinas.
A Pucharo van a ir
Mañana.
mañana.
Está bien, ¿no? Va a llover, ¿no?
Sí.
Mira, pues.
La primera vez que vinieron.
Claro, sí. Bueno, ¿no?
Está muy bueno.
Yuca.
Es como papa.
Sí, como papas, raíces. Cojan nomás, coman más. Ellos cocinan así porque lo guardan. Puede ser para mañana también. Sí. Es una bebida típico de los Andes, de los incas.
La chicha.
La chicha. Pero la masato es una bebida típica hecho de yuca, de aquí de la selva, de toda la Amazonía.
Y la mascan también, ¿verdad? Como la chicha.
Aquí sigue mascando,
No,
ya no.
con camote.
Ahora lo hierven, lo machucan, lo mezclan con camote with a sweet potato. Give more kind of sugar, and then wait for a couple of days. After that, it's getting the alcohol by fermentation. Now they don't chew anymore.
Calixto said later in the afternoon he would take us to visit a village elder who was also revered as a shaman and who lived isolated away from the village with his family. While we waited for Calixto to return, we discussed the final leg of our expedition to Pasharo. Due to lack of water in the Palotoa River, we would have to go up by boat a short distance away and machete our way through the forest, zigzagging up the river until we reached Pasharo, which would evidently take over 4 hours. The only way to avoid this would be if it rained. Despite it being the driest period of the year, we prayed for rain so that we could take the boat directly to our final destination, and avoid a treacherous trek through the jungle. At this point, we began to see clouds taking shape overhead, and slowly, the rain began to fall.
César. César Taina.
¿Quién es?
Pinheiro, Caricho, Arioricho, Caricho, Yaguayutaba, Chemeari, Arioricho, Pinheiro, Taricho, Okata, Nachirocho, Cochoquiningari, Chemeari, Gracias. Sakawari, Kimaro. Inea de Carocho, Oti 5 en Catarocho, Otai, Dipendite, ya, Sakawari, Kimaro, Irani, Kimaro, ya, gracias.
Bien, bien. Chocota nomás.
Choco. Y yo tampoco te sé. Oh Garicho, Pinheiro, Taricho, oh Garicho, Pinheiro, Chotima, Gitachi, Wakwe, Paita, Pinheiro, Tipolea, Lakia, Gatra, Tatina, Tukenti, Paita, Jonea, Watuga, Tuba, Jopina, Gandra, Jotsamolongata, Wakwe, oh Garicho, Pima, Gitachi, oh Tiratu, Wakatanki, oh Tiratu, Shakiri,
That night, as the thunderstorm raged on, they told us about the Chullachaki, a malicious spirit that dwells in the forest. According to local legends, the Chullachaki will try to lure people off the main path. They become mesmerized by an animal or tricked by a person into making them go deeper and deeper into the jungle. Once the person realizes that they are lost in the middle of nowhere, the Chullachaki either abandons or frightens them. The extreme fear then begins to make the person ill or go mad, through which it may obtain their soul essence, leading to ultimate death. Most people have personal stories pertaining to the Chullachaki, and its attacks on local villagers are not uncommon here. Chullachaki in Quechua roughly translates to uneven feet, referring to its one-hooved deer foot. Most often he takes the form of a deer while maintaining one human foot. This is why the Matsigenka consider the deer an evil animal, and they must be absolutely certain that it is not the Chullachaki they are trying to hunt. Even now, encounters are becoming all too common, as encroachments by people seeking to exploit the natural resources are on the rise. And as a result, the Chullachaki is now seen by the locals as less a malicious spirit and more of a guardian of the forest.